Yeah, especially like we're all in such a time crunch now. It feels like so, like you said, to be able to schedule that and just know, like, yeah, at 5 a.m. like my workout, I'm going to Crest and I'm gonna do some ride some waves and and have a good time and get my workout in is great.
Yeah.
Now, I told you we were gonna go off topic, so this you mentioned community, so I think this is important though because the only thing I know about surfing is Point Break. That's it. I've never done it, never experienced it. I don't know what it's like on Long Island for someone to go and surf, but you hear these stories, and you could correct me if I'm wrong right off the bat. But so is surfing on Long Island even is it territorial in those spots? Like, are there spots where only certain people can go, and it's territorial?
It definitely is to some extent. Not everywhere. It's only in a handful of places, I would say, and that's really been because of the influx of people to those areas over the last 10, 15 years or so, and kind of this local crowd that never had to deal with that growing up, that's now getting older. And as no, it just happens, right? As you get older, you get a little bit less athletic, and it gets harder to catch waves, and you might be sizing up on a board, and now you're having to compete with someone who's closer to my age. It's 28 and lower 20s and teens, and it kind of just draws from the experience, and as a result, you get that localism. And also, um, due to our lack of wave inventory, call it, it kind of creates this competitiveness in the water where the general rules of the lineup aren't necessarily followed, and we see this happening all over the world. It's not just on Long Island, where people are like, I have to get my waves, I have to get my waves, or like they might be in the water with somebody who's not as good as them, and they'll take advantage of that. They'll go, okay, this guy's not going to make that wave, so I'm going to drop in on him. So that's kind of like what's gotten there. It wasn't like these people woke up and said, screw this, I'm not letting anybody surf here. It's the product of their environment essentially, and kind of what's gone on.